Hello, everybody. Well, we've got a messy situation here today. I'm gonna clean it up, trying to get some more of this work done. I've got one here. You can see it's missing some apparatus. Well, we have acquired the apparatus, so it's time to get after it. I've got a few things going on this morning. I didn't make no video yesterday. I just didn't feel good. I had a migraine when I woke up. I spent the majority of my time in there napping in my chair yesterday. Then I had to go get Boo, and I had a couple of things that I had to do yesterday evening later, help a couple of people out. But we got it done, so nonetheless, all right. I'm trying to hurry up and get this one done. I got a buddy of mine's Crown Vic sitting out in the driveway. He has run to help somebody drop off some stuff for his dog lot and things like that. Well, his Crown Vic, the catalytic converters are stopping up on it, and we're trying to get the Y pipe off of it so we can get it fixed. This piece right here is broke. So we're gonna omit this, and I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna place that in the trash can. I don't know if this piece right here is broke or not, but I do have another one regardless. The bad thing is I have to take all this mess off to get the gas tank off, because the gas tank is broke. So I don't think I have to pull that top cover off. I have to pull the bar off. But this thing right here, you gotta watch this spring. This rascal will poke the far out of you. I've had it poke me a couple of times already just moving it around the shop. So we're gonna see if we can change the gas tank right quick. Get this rascal back together. Because it's a running saw and everything. It's not a very old saw, because it had some running issues early in its life. It spent a lot of time sitting. So it's not in very bad shape internally. Well, other than getting smashed by things, but that's about it. Let me bring y'all over here a little closer. I'm gonna have to get me another tripod. I keep saying that and I keep not doing it. But eventually I'll get it. Eventually I'll get it swapped. We're gonna try to do this right fast, quick, and in a hurry, because like I said, I got Bob's car sitting out there, and he's left for a little bit, and I told him, I said, well, while you're gone, I'm gonna try and film a video because I didn't get one filmed yesterday because I just didn't feel like working out here. I didn't hardly work at all. I did a little bit of stuff later on in the evening, but it wasn't much or anything, just a little piddling and looking. So we're going to try and get something done today. And I did not find the rubber bushing that I need. Well, that one doesn't have the oblong shaped bushing in it. That's kind of weird. trying to pull this out is what I'm trying to do. That's what I wanted out. Because I need this throttle linkage out of here. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but come on, tripod. Cooperate. You have to pull this little wire out and flick it up and turn it, and you can pull that off. It just slips on there, goes down, goes under the locking tab. There, we got that off, so we can get the carburation device. I knew that thing was going to give me a baptizing again. There's our carburetor. I don't know if y'all can see this. I wouldn't even really have to pull that off of there. I'm just trying to get it off. There's our gas tank we're going to replace it with. Well, come on. Well, you sorry, rascal. We're just going to set that over there for now. I'm going to have to back y'all back up a little bit. See, I have to screw this handle so far. There's a spot war in that thing on the tripod. Just makes it so aggravating to get out of there. Now, you got to pop this thing out, then push up and get this out the bottom of this hole. And then you can actually start to slide it out. And once you start to slide it out, I don't know if y'all can see this. I doubt you can. But trying to do this left-handed is almost impossible. You slip the intake up in there. And back in here, I know y'all can't see this because I can barely see it. There's a little hose back up in here at the pulse. We're going to give it a little flick and off it comes. Just got to separate. You got to get this wire right here undooed. Get that wire undooed, get them pulled up here and latched. So it'll start separating. You can reach back in here. There's a rubber grommet around them wires. You just got to get that rubber grommet to pop out of the hole. And that's it. And then these wires will fit out the hole. There's one. There's the other one. Tank removed. All right. I want my rag. Blowed it off the table. I have to put a new chuck on the air hose. It seems to be leaking now. All right. What did I need to do? Oh, I've got to find a rubber bushing. Give me just a minute. These bushings wear out really fast. And somewhere or another, I've got a piece of rubber that I cut and put on there. And it helps them out. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I don't know exactly what this is. I've got a chunk of it. And it actually has the right size hole in it. And I just cut it off with a hose cutter. And slip it up on there. And it's about the same diameter as the original, but it's made out of rubber instead of that old foam the Sthil uses. So it seems to stay on there a lot longer. I don't know why they used that old foam, but they did. And it just does not last. I was going to blow this off right quick. All right, now we've got a rubber piece on there. So we're going to start reassembling this. What I want to do is get it up in here. And I got to start. You got to push these wires back through. They made that hole just so these wires will fit through them. And I am glad for that. Because a lot of times they make stuff where it won't. Now getting this little grommet back in here, sometimes I don't know if y'all can actually see that or not, but I'm trying to get it where you can. The flat spot goes down on this grommet, and you want to tuck the bottom of it in there as far as you possibly can get it. I know my hands are probably going to be in the way. But I'm just taking that screwdriver and trying to put my pressure on the grommet and then tuck it up in there like that. And now that's tucked all the way back up in there. So let's see if I can twist it now. All right. So now after you get that in there, there's a flat spot right here, and there's a receptacle right there. And you want to put that thing up there and get it started, and reach in here and put that pulse hose back on there, because if you don't, it will not run. I promise. It'll fire up on choke, but it won't run on its own. All right, once you get that up in there, then what you want to do is get this crooked right here, get the spring out, get it pushed up in there as much as possible. Try to get that rubber down in there. And get that spring in. And the reason I say you do that first, see, now you got a lot of pressure on your intake boot trying to shove it back through the hole. Just kind of twist it. Don't really grab it and pull on it. Just kind of get it and twist down what won't come up through the hole. And see, it'll just pop up in there then. We got to get all our wire pulled back through here before we get too far. We want to get all our wire up. And the green one goes down and under, up and around, and plugs on to that, to the kill switch right there. And then this one runs down, goes right along the top of it, just like the other one. And it'll set back in the switch once we get all the goodies put on there. So we're gonna take this rascal. We'll get that under there. Get the big funny looking screw. And this one had this is a little older model gas tank. So I think they're basically the same screw. We're going to use the one that came with this gas tank. That's on there. There we go. Small screws go in this. longer screws go in this. The medium screws go in the bottom. After you take enough of these apart and put them back together, you know where all the screws go. So now it's much more rigid with that rubber mount. That rubber mount fits in that socket right up in there. It's not really a mount, it's a limiter, is what it is. So getting it up in there and getting it to stay up in there is a good thing. Now we're going to put our carburetor support back on there. A little tighter. Put our carbon tighter back on there. Our throttle like hoods. We're going to do that. We're going to link our spring back because I undone it while I had everything off and loose. That way, hopefully, it would stay where it needed to be. There we go. Now we got that on there. See if we can get this back in there with the throttle linkage hooked. Tuck that wire up under there where it's supposed to be. Now, I'll put that wire back on there. I know it sticks out this way. I don't know why they done it that way, but that's the way they did it. So that's off. That tucks back in there. That should hold it. Choke. No choke. All right, that should be all of our functionations. I like that wire over a little bit farther. There's a little place that tucks in up in there. Hopefully everything will work like it's supposed to. Feels good. Let's get the gas cap off of this one. Sometimes getting that gas cap back in there is I always find I put my finger down on it and pull it. There you go. Put a little fresh 50 to 1 in it, because I know that's what he runs his at. The thing is, that gas don't look that fresh, and I know it is because I bought it. And it hasn't been outside, so I know that. All right. Let's see if she'll run for us. I got the air filter and stuff right there to put on it yet. But, oh, mercy. All right. Let's see. About time to sweep again. I've got to do just a little bit of doctoring on this thing yet. The air filter is missing a little bit of the black foam that goes around it right there. I'm going to put just a little bit of ultra gray on it. I'm just going to take and smear just a little bit of grease around this thing. I'm going to stick it on there and just snug it up. I'm going to let it set and cure and see how that does for the for rebuilding it. I think it'll work just fine, because that's the only thing wrong with that filter, is it's missing that little bit of stuff. It goes from right there to about right there. I'm just going to put a little bead on it and stick it on there and put the lid on it. And she ought to be ready to go. That's a 361 Sthil. Good little old saw. He really likes these saws. This is the second or third one he smashed. He does like them, but he does smash them. So I did give him a hard time over that. All right, y'all. Don't forget, if you want some of our merchandise, go look in the description below. There'll be a link to the Teespring thing. We've got more stuff going on, more stuff coming this week. As long as I can keep this headache going, we'll be doing good. All right. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. And Bellhopper out.